Well, I'm Howard James Carney. If the name sounds unfamiliar, it's because I never used my first name because my dad and I shared that, and that didn't work out too well. So everybody called me James or Jim, and I'm originally from Muskegon, Michigan, on the western shore across from Milwaukee. I was raised in Muskegon. Briefly moved to Ludington, a tourist town, and then to Grand Rapids. And when my family, all my children ended up in this area, I moved. I was born and baptized a Methodist, and when I married Sue, she was a Lutheran. I joined the Lutheran Church. Little would I know that I joined the Lutheran Church in 1962, and by 1965, I was the president of the congregation. I don't know how that happened, but it did. And I've been active in the Lutheran Church since then. I moved here in 2004 because David and Mary had both moved out here. I originally went to St. John's Lutheran, but it didn't seem very Lutheran to me, and Dave and Joanne had been going to Salem, and I was glad to come here, and I felt more welcome and liked Salem much better. What does Salem mean to me? Salem is where my son was married. Salem is where my granddaughter Sophia was baptized. Salem is where my other granddaughter Vivian was baptized. I've Pastor Ed, then it was Pastor Dave, Pastor Tim, and now Pastor Sarah, all good people. And it means this is where I take communion. This is where I speak to the Lord on Sunday. This is where I attend services on holidays. In many respects, you can't box the Lord, but I feel closer to Him here than most any other place. I am not an extrovert. I've always been one that tends to be a little quiet and sit in the corner, and until you once get me talking, and then sometimes it's hard to keep me shut up. At least that's what my wife said. And my spot was always in the second pew on the right-hand side, because if I came to church, I wanted to make sure that the Lord seen me there. He didn't get me mixed in the crowd. One of the things that has happened lately, this coronavirus that has hit us, it's been difficult for a lot of people, but like many things, it does have some side benefits. And the one that has opened the door for me is the Zoom meetings that I have had both on Wednesday with a larger group and on Thursday with a small group. I've got to be able to express my opinions, but most of all, and the best part of all, was the fact that I got to know some of my fellow parishioners and some really great people that I seen their faces, but somehow I would say yes, hello, but most of the time, when you're getting my age, the names and whatever, and my friend Sue O'Connor, oh, that's such and such, and that's so-and-so. But now I've got to know Guy and Norma, and I'm right offhand thinking all of the different ones, Julia, and I'm going to Vince and all of the others. At this moment, I'm trying to search my brain, but it is rather small, in my opinion, and that's probably the reason that I'm having trouble with that. But I feel very blessed. I feel very blessed with this congregation. They're very welcoming, very open, and very encouraging. Everyone else here has been so welcoming, and I've enjoyed my interchange with all of the pastors, and even with Pastor Tim, which has moved back to my state of Michigan. I even see him on Facebook and comments with him, and it's been a very interesting thing.